Alright, so, some of y'all just saw, what I'm saying, those who are tuned in, right? Alright, this is just a quick lesson in safety. If anybody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, I could care less if you're a cop or not, alright? What you do is you film them, or you just take their picture. Why? You know, quick answer? Because it lasts longer. What does it last longer than? It lasts longer than arguments. It lasts longer than taking somebody to court. It lasts longer than everything. It lasts a lifetime. You're never gonna forget this person. Not just once. Okay, well now everybody knows, so in case this person tries to pick a fight with me, I'm saying, everybody will be, they'll have my back, or the police will know. Sometimes the police don't care. Sometimes the city doesn't care. You gotta care for yourself, so you never forget. What are you doing that? You're proving a lot, but you're proving to yourself, okay? So study these moves and prove to yourself, and that means show yourself approved, okay? Naturally, right? I got off the bus. What did I catch out of the corner of my right eye? The guy with the dreads, the blonde dyed tips on his dreads, they're black, but they're dyed blonde, right? That guy. He tried to pick a fight with me before, you know what I'm saying? And I filmed it, but I filmed it too late. But luckily, there was a witness, and that witness corroborated my story to the police, right? But he had more witnesses than me, so they believed him and not me, even though I called the police on him, and he didn't call. So that's basically the reason why, it went in my favor. So, anyway, long story short, you don't always have people to cooperate with you or to witness what you witness, give testimony, etc. But your camera, right? Listen, it's not about having proof, evidence in court, none of that shit. It's about you building your memory, okay? Build your memory. Sometimes it takes a long people to do this. You're like, oh, shit, man, that's that same motherfucker. But not just that, you're obviously gonna know who starts shit with you, right? But what are you gonna forget? What do most people forget? Where and when was the last time you saw somebody fucking with you? Remember, right? A wise man says, when somebody shows you who they are, never forget that, because that's who they are. They're not going to change, right? Some people change, and some people apologize and they realize they're wrong. Some people, et cetera, this could go on forever. But when somebody's that, committed to really not liking you, just because they say, okay, I'll leave you alone, that doesn't mean they're not plotting underneath it, with their mouth shut. There's, okay, I agree with you. But, the voice in their head is like, man, when this nigga's slipping, I'm gonna get him, okay? You called the cops that time. People have vendettas, right? All right, or when you're not around. They talk about you when you're not around, and when you come around,